Some travel days are about one place. This one was about the road. An ancient cemetery full of carved stones, a lake sitting higher than most mountains back home, a mountain pass higher than anywhere we've driven yet, a medieval rest stop in the middle of nowhere, and a monastery hidden inside a red canyon. And at the end of it, the mountain, the one Armenia has been looking at for its entire history. Day 10, let's go. So, if you've been following me this long, my name's Justo Espinoza. I love to mess around with AI tools when I am traveling, putting notes together, and what I was just reading to you was kind of taking my notes and ChatGPT giving me some details, and then I go into Claude and just kind of fool around. Thank you for watching. This is day 10. We're leaving Dilijan. Now, if you haven't seen that, weren't in Dilijan long. We just basically went to the old town, and that's where we stayed the night when we got into Armenia. Okay, so we'll go back and look at that. That's well, basically, yeah, we left Dilijan in the morning, and you know, green area. This was a green area of Armenia. Basically, some called it the Switzerland of Armenia. So yeah, it was green, it was beautiful, and then we went off. And the first place we stopped was in one of the monasteries. So in Lake Sevan, you got to understand, and you're gonna see in the picture here, you're gonna see, so Lake Sevan behind me, and then out of the way. Wait, let me get out of your way. Yeah, Lake Sevan. This is a Noravank church. Dates back 9th to 12th centuries. It's on the western shore of Lake Sevan. So try to go down these rocks. I'm gonna kill myself here in Armenia. But yeah, basically wasn't a big monastery according to what I'm reading here. It wasn't grand or anything like that, but just the location of this church. It's still active. People still come here, and they still, you know, come and pray. And so it's just, look at this. So the local legend tied to the Tamerlane, where his armies approached a monk, supposedly saved villagers by turning them into doves to escape. They have a lot of legends, and it's really quiet out here, as you just hear the wind, and of course me disturbing the peace. But it's just an immaculate place, and all the churches in this country are just as such. You know, you walk around, you think it's a ruin, and then you walk in and it's actually a functioning church where they're holding masses and people are praying, and very religious country. And it's just remarkable in that sense.
Left the forest in the morning light, green hills fading in the rearview slow, a field of stones where the crosses stand, 1,000 years and they still won't go. Blue water high where the eagles turn, the road keeps climbing, the engine hums. Every mile is older than the last one. Every stone remembers where I'm from. The mountain was waiting behind the clouds, behind the years. The mountain was waiting. It seemed the empires disappeared, and when the sky pulled back the curtain, I didn't speak, I didn't try. Some things you don't put into words, you just stand there, you and the sky. You just stand there, you and the sky.
All right, so we are at Noratus Cemetery. It's pretty mind-blowing, at least from my point of view. I have never, ever seen anything like this. Just so we're in the highlands of Armenia, and the Noratus Cemetery, home of the largest collection of what's called khachkars in the world. Now, each of these stones are basically very unique, and if you see here, you can see the uniqueness. Right? Look at this. The stones that are here can go up to about 1,000 years old. 1,000 years old. Done by hand, and then of course we have modern ones that are already from the 1900s. And the local legend says when invaders came, villagers placed helmets and swords on these stones, making them look like an army waiting in the distance. It's mind-blowing. It's quiet. It is something that, yeah, you could probably find in other parts of the world, but this is the largest of them. So let's see what the next location brings us. Ciao.
Stone walls built for the caravan, They crossed these passes with loaded horses. I crossed in comfort and I wanted more. 13 years in a pit of darkness, one man's faith lit a nation's flame. 17 centuries later, the mountain watches just the same. Sirunes, Hayastan. You are beautiful, Armenia. The mountain was waiting behind the clouds, behind the years. The mountain was waiting. It seemed the empires disappear. And when the sky pulled back the curtain, I didn't speak, I didn't try. Some things you don't put into words. You just stand there, you and the sky.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Der geht weg. Nicht aufregen. Oh nee, Leute. Die haben doch einen Schnee, das wird klappen.
Wir können neue Schuhe in die Stadt kaufen.
Ja. Oh, da müssen wir nachher die Schuhe sauber machen.
Mhm.
Mach ich schön.
Ist ganz weich. So, basically this place was built in 1332 by the Orbalian princess. It's right on the Vardeniats Pass, which was a Silk Road rest stop. We are on the highest point of the road at 2,500 meters. All of our shoes are muddy because the snow has melted. It is windy, but the air does feel better up here. Yes, it does. Yeah. Was siehst du da?
Ja, was hier von einem Pflanzensprießen.
Oh wow. Should, yeah. Oh yeah, they're sprouting already. Yeah. So 700 years ago, if you would have made it here, you would have been a place where you would have just stayed overnight. Now we have nice roads where we can just drive to it, but what a sight. What a sight. All right, let's go inside, which I already showed, but let's check it out again.
Sein Sohn ist irgendwo hier in Bergen, also das ist eine Legende. Sein Sohn ist hier in Bergen gestorben und am Ort, wo er Körper von seinem Sohn gefunden hat, hat er eine kleine Karawanserei gegründet, damit Leute, die Winterzieher gehen, dort übernachten können. Später, schon im 13. Jahrhundert, hat Familie Orbelian größere Karawanserei, also das hier gegründet, und für diesen Zeitraum, das ist wirklich eine große Karawanserei, es ist für ungefähr 40 bis 50 Pferde gedacht. Ja, nein, es ist zu kalt für Familie. Das sind Pferde, Esel, die Karawanserei selbst, Plätze für Tiere. Es gibt hier keine Zimmer, die sind für Leute gedacht. Es ist nur zu kalt und Leute liegen neben Tieren. Damit Raum für Liegen werden. Ja. Das muss auch. Einmal durch.
It's cool.
This is amazing.
This is really cool.
This is amazing. So I was reading, if you would, 700 years ago, if you would pass through here, this is where you stop for the night.
Exactly.
This is where you come and hang out. It's done.
Yeah.
Did a trip, I'm here. We made it, we didn't die on the way.
But what I like is they just keep it as it is.
Yeah.
Not like with this.
No, they don't Disney
souvenirs.
World. They don't
Exactly,
Disney World this
exactly.
shit. They just leave it like it is, like if it's. And
It's
you
a
can
little
just,
bit like Angkor Wat here.
exactly. You could just sit here, just close your eyes, and just think about a little bit of. Man, imagine if I was here 700 years ago. I probably wouldn't have survived, but I would be a peasant. This is amazing. Really amazing. All right.
Երրորդ սահման երրորդ հայբուբ է Հայաստան գնացինք
Անցանք սամանը նոր երկիր, նոր հող Դեպետի ձորում գետը հոսում է ներքևով Վանքերը բարձրում, ժայրերի վրա Խորհրդային գործարանները ժանգոտում են ահա Ուղեկցորդը պատմում է, երկիրը մեծ էր մի ժամանակ Լսում էի, բայց չէի հասկանում այն պահանջած ժամանակը Հազար տարվա աղոտք պատերի մեջ պահված Գրագինի քար, վերջին երկիրն է սա Երբեմն հասկանում ես միայն տուն գնալուց հետո Երբեմն հասկանում ես միայն տուն գնալուց հետո Հաղպատ լերան վրա 976 Ոչ ոսկի, ոչ փայլ, միայն մուկ քար ու լույս Խաչքարեր, ձեռքով քանդակված, ամեն մեկն իր պատմության Առաջին քրիստոնյա ազգը 301 թվականից Սանային ծորի մյուս կողմում դպրոց ու գրադարան Անունն ասում է սանրանիցին է 1000 տարվա կատար Գովը ճանապարհին լադան դանդաղ է գնում Թեյ ու գաթա տաք սեղանի շուրջ 200 տարվա բանդույթ դեր ապրում
Առաջին երկիրն է սա
Երբեմն հասկանում ես միայն տուն գնալուց հետո
Դիլիջանի գիշեր Անտարիոտ
Օրինը
Վերջացավ
Հայաստանը նոր էր սկսվում
So here, located in the new monastery, the Noravank, which means new monastery. It's the Noravank monastery. Beautiful drive coming over here. So in Armenian, Noravank means new monastery, even though it dates back to the 13th century. The monastery was a major religious and culture center. The main church was built in 1339. Everything here is iron-rich red rock. Feel that wind come through us. Very nice. So to live in or used to do whatever they did back in the day. That definitely was not there in 1339. Let's go. Let's check this out. It's interesting where we're at now. So, you know, guys, one thing I enjoy while I'm putting these videos together is realizing how much I didn't fully understand until I'm actually there. And that's what keeps me going with the traveling. And as it does take some type of energy to go out there and listen and learn and try to be open, especially if you don't travel much. But I would advise it. So at that time, you know, I get off, I get a building, and then I see what it is, and I'm like, wow, this is impressive. Then we go from there, we go get lunch at Stefanian's Gastro House, I believe it was called. I don't really have too much footage. I think I have one footage there in the video. Really good wine, really good bottle. I didn't know. What was nice about them is really open. I would have liked them to pour more wine, but they were a little stingy with it. So, but I still bought something, of course. Got a nice little bottle of wine. They signed it, so they're really nice people. You know, just because I'm more stingy because I'm used to the Ingelheim Wine Fest, man. They just give you the wine. So I'm a little bit, I was just a little bit spoiled on that piece, but it's not like I made a big deal. I was like, hey, can I get a little more? I want to taste this. And I bought one of their schnapps. I can't even pronounce it, but that thing is like drinking. If I never drank diesel before, but if I would drink diesel, I think that's what it's gonna taste like. So yeah, guys, kept on going, you know, and then we went to towards Noravank. This mountain, holy shit, just looks like Red Canyons, and then you got this church, and just watch the video. Keep on watching, enjoy. It is crazy how the scenery just changes from day one to now. And if you haven't been watching this long, keep on watching these videos. I'm gonna talk in some of them just because I want to be goofy and see how I sounded. Why not give it to you raw from that location? I don't know what I'm gonna be saying. I am cutting some of this stuff off depending on what it is. This is me coming back on my reflections with my scripts. Music you hear, I'm building through AI, sometimes gives you the story. So pay attention to the songs. Guys, I'm everywhere at Justo Hops. You can find me on Instagram at Justo Hops, YouTube channel. And if you're watching this far, again, Day 10, South Caucasus trip. You know, after that canyon, went to one more place. I don't have the name here, just check it out here. I'm gonna add the stuff from the script and places I visited into the YouTube description. If you have any questions on anything on this trip, just write me comments, and I'm checking my comments. It's a good thing about being so small in the world. I can still comment any questions you may have. I'm hoping it's always going to be that way. Yeah, this was an awesome trip. And just one last thing, when we stopped at the last, let's say, cluster, and there we took our time, because during that day there was a NATO summit or some type of summit with some EU countries and whatever. There was a lot of political stuff, and that's why there was tension in the border. And then of course there was going to be there's a lot of streets that were shut down. So our guide was like, look, we can hang out here. I'm like, let's just hang out here. And everyone was really nice in the group. I hope all the groups are like this. But we all hung out. I got to talk to the driver, learned about the driver, learned about his background, his history. He was in the war. He was fighting against the Afghanis in the Soviet time. Man, it was hard to talk to him. I was trying to use AI. That worked as much as I can. You know, you use the talking button, say something, and then please translate in Russian or translate in the language, and it works. I don't know how good it is, but it worked. We understood each other, and I was able to understand that it doesn't matter where people come from, man. Don't let that, don't let the bullshit that you listen out there fool you. People are just really people are genuinely nice people. There are some assholes out there, but genuinely you meet really good people out there. And all countries, especially now in Armenia as well, the people are just great. And it started off that way. Started off in day 1 there. Now we're in day 10, and the second day going straight to Yerevan. Got to Yerevan exhausted, hungry, tired. Guys, we do our Yerevan trip in day 11. I hope to see you there. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to leave you off with a song just based off of this video. So thanks for watching. This is Who's Still At Who Still Hops. Until next time, ciao.
Whole story.
Some days that's more than enough.